It's good to see you today. Appreciate you joining us. Come on with us to the Gospel of Mark today. Our New Testament character we're going to be thinking about is Simon the Cyrenian in Mark chapter 15 at around verse 20. Let me get over there. Let's read it together. Mark 15 verse 20. It says, verse 21, Then they compelled a certain man, Simon a Cyrenian, the father of Alexander and Rufus, as he was coming out of the country and passing by, to bear his cross. And they brought him to the place Golgotha, which is translated place of a skull. So we are at the Lord's crucifixion, pardon me, and they compel this man, Simon the Cyrenian, who's going to bear the cross of Jesus. The Lord's back had been scourged, and he simply could not bear up under the load anymore. So they compel this individual who's passing by to bear the cross. What points can we make? One is this: it is okay to be compelled. Sometimes people sometimes people just don't like being compelled. Whether it's the government compelling them, whether it's the church compelling them, whether it is their friends or family compelling them, or whatever the case may be, sometimes people just don't like being compelled to do things. We need to recognize being compelled is a part of what it means to be a Christian. Whoever compels you to go 1 mile, then go with him 2. It is okay to be compelled. We should not kick against the goads when someone tries to get us to do something with compulsion. It's okay. It's okay to be compelled. Would you be okay bearing the cross of Jesus? Because Simon the Cyrenian was. We need to be interruptible as well. From the passage, looks like Simon the Cyrenian was on his way someplace else. He was from Cyrene. Cyrene's on the northern tip of Africa. That's Libya, is where this is. So could have been a Jew of the dispersion coming back for the Passover. Could have been a proselyte, whatever the case may be. He's on his way somewhere. He's coming out of the countryside, coming out of the fields, and he's interrupted. It's okay to be interrupted. Jesus was interrupted numerous times, and it did not faze him. He did not get angry about it. Yes, he had a job to do, but he was interruptible. He was approachable. And that's how we need to be as well. It is okay when we're interrupted. Simon was interrupted. It's okay. We need to be interruptible. We also need to be helpful. It's real easy to look at a passage in Galatians, and it's Galatians 6, where it talks about each one shall bear his own load. It's real easy to look at that passage and say, well, see, everybody needs to just help themselves and they're on their own. The same passage talks about bearing each other's burdens. And granted, I think in the context it's talking about forgiveness, but still we need to be helpful. We need to be helpful. Plenty of people have helped us, and we need to help plenty of other people too. We need to help all that we can. We need to bear each other's loads. Simon bore the cross of Jesus. That's okay. Certainly each one of us has his own cross to bear. But we can help each other, I think. At least we should be able to. You might also think about the fact that his children were known. To look at the passage, it says, Then they compelled a certain man, Simon a Cyrenian, the father of Alexander and Rufus, as he was coming out of the country. It looks like his children were known. And that's a wonderful thing. You might consider the idea that his children were known, because that sure is what it looks like. What's the best thing? Because what it implies is that they were Christians. What's the best thing that you can say for your family? What's the best thing you can say about your family? What's the best thing that you can do for your family? How wonderful it would be if our family was known to the Lord. You might consider it. Just a little bit of our daily bread today. Simon the Cyrenian. Hope you have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. Hope you tune in tomorrow for another brief look into God's Word. Thanks for being with us today.